Hello, class. This week for grammar, we're going to be learning about comparatives and superlatives. I'm sorry, I have a cold, so hopefully you'll be able to understand me. If not, you can read along on the slides. To start off, we need to remember what is the difference between an adjective and an adverb. Those were from the beginning of the year that we reviewed these. An adjective describes a noun, and an adverb describes a verb. Obviously, adverb is easier to remember because it has the word verb in it. And then maybe you can just remember that if adverb is verb, then adjective is noun. So here are some examples. She quickly put her name on the paper. Is quickly an adjective or an adverb? Quickly is an adverb. Tristan wore blue jeans to school. Blue is an adjective because it's describing the noun jeans. I live in an old house on Market Street. Old is an adjective because it describes the house, which is a noun. Run upstairs and grab your jacket. Upstairs is an adverb because it is describing the verb run. Where are you going to run? You're going to run upstairs. Some adjectives and adverbs compare two or more things, and these are called comparative and superlatives. A comparative adjective or adverb compares two things. An example is he is taller than me. They're comparing he to me. Two things compared together. Okay. To make a comparative, if the adjective or adverb is one syllable, you add an er. Some examples are she thinks she is smarter than me. Dad drives faster than mom. The word smart is just one syllable. It's when you clap your hands. Fast is one syllable. So you would add er. If the adjective or adverb is more than one syllable, you would add the word more or the word less. Here's some examples. She is more responsible than her brother. The store brand cereal is less expensive than the brand name cereal. Okay, and the comparatives there are responsible and expensive, so we just added more or less to make them an official comparative. I'm sorry. If the adjective or adverb ends in y, you drop the y and add ier. So in the first example, it's lazy, and it's changed to lazier. The cat is lazier because we dropped the y and added ier. And my suitcase is heavier than my backpack. Heavy was the original word, and it changed to heavier. A superlative adjective or adverb compares more than two things. So he is the tallest kid in the class. So we're comparing he to the whole class. That's more than one thing. Okay. I'm sorry. Bad day to make videos. To make a superlative, if the adjective or adverb is one syllable, you can add est, and you can see the examples there for cutest and coldest. If the adjective or adverb is more than one syllable, you would add the words most or least. Okay, like most adorable puppy or least difficult problem. And again, it's the same if it ends in a y, you drop it and add iest. Okay, if you notice, what word always comes before the superlative? See the word the, the, the. And I think we missed that question on the comparative. So let's go back to this slide. And what word always comes after the comparative? Than, and than. Okay, so that's kind of gives you a hint if it's a comparative or a superlative. Now you can review these two grammar forms of grammar here, and in this one simple chart. Okay, the comparatives, here's how you would do it for one, is comparing two things. Here's one syllable, more than one, or if it ends in a Y. And then the superlative, you would add, see the difference. This one, comparative is ER, and superlative is EST. Comparative, you add more or less those words. And for a superlative, you would add most or least. And then again, if it ends in a Y, for comparative, you add IER, but if it ends in a Y for a superlative, you're going to add IEST. Okay? Here is an example. You can pause the video like I asked you to do, solve it on your own, and then go on and check your answer. Okay, that was the most delicious cake ever, and we are busier today than tomorrow. Here's another example. Pause, click play when you're ready to move on. And we have cleaner, more playful, and nicest. But of course, with the English grammar, there are rule breakers. English, from what I understand and from what I've heard, is the biggest rule breaker of all the languages. So, what do you think the comparative and superlative are for the word good? Hint, it's not gooder and goodest. It is best. So just like we have irregular now verbs, irregular uh, past tense of verbs, like we've discussed, some comparative and superlatives are rule breakers, and good is one of the biggest ones, and it is best would be their comparative, okay, and superlative. It's the same word for both. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. I know this is probably a new skill for you, and I've tried to add in our little cheat sheet graph to help you on your quizzes and your activities this week. So keep an eye on that and really take your time. If you have need any more help, please feel free to email me or sign up for a jigsaw.